If one of them do drop the loser record, it's going to be, you know, a long way to go because they have to play so much more games to come back up to play in the grand finals tomorrow.
No, they definitely do, and of course, even if they do get to the grand finals and they see each other there, they will be one down, and that is not a way you actually want to go up against these two teams. They are so equally matched at the moment. It's just been absolutely beautiful. 8 to 10 is what's on the kill count board right now. It is so close. The towers is the only thing which is really separating these two teams. So the tier 1's going down, the push can come out, but the more Morphling farms up, the more Visage farms up, the more stronger they're going to actually get, and then the pushing power can come back out there. Ehome, then they can initiate through the VS, through that Rogue Knight, when he finally farms up his Blink Dagger as well. Going more items to keep himself alive with the Strength Treads. He's trying to complete a Gauntlet too, with the second ability in the Gauntlet as a Strength. Trying to complete the Bracer, sorry. And of course, Tinker, BT's on top of him, you're quite right. He's going to be moving himself around this map, pushing all these lanes back now. Tier 1 towers down, doesn't really matter at the moment.
Yeah, they really need to start to push. Scotch really need to start to push to get the tower so they have income. But however, every time they try to do something, you know, the team just TPs and support. It's going to be so hard. So you do see in the middle lane, the Darkseer does have the Vanguard. He has a poor man shield. He's going to try to be the tank for this game. He's going to want to be the man who starts the initiation, you know, to initiate a battle. You do see at the bottom lane, though, you do see some of the heroes are over there. Hopefully, to start to push soon because they really need the towers. They need the money.
Yeah, the money does actually help. The lane position will actually help him just as well. As it looks like Morphling thought he caught himself lucky there. seeing the Darkseer just running around inside the skirmish neutrals. Everyone's just keeping tabs at the moment. So many Seers, it's beautiful. Bottom lane still being pressured here by Sven and VS. Just trying to push back over the river, but even they're not really wanting to push it way too far. We'll see one quick save game coming out here as we hit the 22-minute mark.
22 minutes and 8:10 is still pretty close. Probably gonna wait for like, what do you think, 35 minutes? 35 minutes will be when we'll see what really who really is gonna come out on top in this game. Sentinel is slightly ahead because they took down all the level 1 towers of Ehome. So Ehome is gonna try to push out and probably will try to take some towers soon. Or probably what they'll do is they just take mid lane, go in mid lane, take down level 1 tower, take down to level 2 tower, and push in with a good engagement.
Here we go. It looks like they are going to push this bottom tower now. Visage is there. They don't have a completed mech. There's just the buckler effect going off. They will take out this tower very easily from full health down to nothing. Will there be a glimpse? Will there be a defense? No, it's not. It's going to be a tower trade. Tier 2 for the middle for the tier 1 on the bottom lane. How fast can Ehome bring down this tower to try and defend this middle? The Seer is hanging around there. Rockets firing off from Tinker. Look for the March of the Machines to come flying down. A double one of that would be good at the moment. More rockets flying off. Try and push the Seer back. They want to take the tower. They've got the tier 1 tower in the bottom lane. AAA getting the last hit in the back of that one. And in come the Familiars. They will hold this tier 2 tower. So no trade going off. And the first tier 1 tower falls for the Sentinel side.
Alchemist with a Sacred Relic. 22 minutes Sacred Relic.
That's right. Radiance is only a B-stick away. And of course that will be by 25.
But the Lincoln does have, the Lincoln. The Morphling does have Lincoln though. I was going to say the Lincoln has Morphling.
Of course, really, the Lincoln's is good for Morphling. It will allow to move through, but it only has one hit, and then there's going to be the cooldown on that one, and there is just so much stun, there's so much disable, which will affect him so much as well coming out from LGD. The Lincoln's itself is really going to be negated by the fact it gives you the extra stats boost. It's literally going to be the only thing you're going to get, and maybe save him from a bad encounter. It's going to be hard, though, for him. It's going to be very hard farming. Now the tier 1 tower being pressured on here in the middle lane. CM just throwing out an attack, and then just completely revealing the fact that Windrunner is now locked in the trees with him. Darkseer also on the front lines as well. Rockets now firing off, hitting on the back of Darkseer as well as Windrunner. Roar goes off. Second line of rockets go on through, hitting on Alchemist as well as the Darkseer this time. Waiting for the right times. Third lot of rockets fire off. And I think Tinker used up almost every single bit of mana he actually had there with the March of the Machines. Try and slow down this push here. Visage is there to help. Sven is there to help. There's a lot of push coming through, and still Morphling free farms the top.
Well, here comes Alchemist to stop it. He has Radiance at 33 minutes. That is going to be so much crazy.
They're going, Alchemist. TP support is going to come in. Morphing's not going to push it. The rocket support's all that's going to come out there. There's a replicant which is diving the tower. That is awesome. They're just attacking that big replicant Alchemist. It's not going to be enough though, but it's still delaying them enough. And now he basically just shows up everyone down there in the bottom. It's a replica of the Alchemist. And it's the best one to take too because it's doing the radiance damage which is up there. Replicate that one up. Tier 1 tower goes down the top lane. And that's actually probably the worst item you could have actually gone for Alchemist. You can push it out there, but as long as there's a replicant, he will continue to actually use that. And the more tankier Alchemist gets to, the harder it's going to be to bring down that replicant.
Well, having a look at the Scourge items, after they took down the bottom tower and the top tower, they have managed to complete some of their items. The support heroes have managed to get some of their items that they need. And you do see the V-Stage already has mecha. So that would be really helpful in engagement. But the Windrunner did have mecha really early on, and she now has phase boots and still has the magic wand. Probably gonna wait for what, Hex? Do you think she want to go Hex or Orchid?
Orchid, or maybe even like go to Majolina. We've seen that one time before already.
Yeah.
And more like that should be a good counter push as well to try and stop this Tinker pushing out, get that Chain Lightning going off, and then of course you see the crossbreed of Dro, Ranger, and Zeus when that actually happens to create that Windrunner morph as the Goblins are all flying across the middle now, trying to push this tower down, keep the pressure on. 1, 2, 3, 4 heroes all there for LGD to defend this middle tower. Will it be enough to actually do so? Pretty sure it will, because there's actually no pressure being applied by the Scourge heroes at the moment.
Yeah, well, I think we're gonna see a push there. Hopefully we'll see, you know, them trying to get an engagement in the second lane. But what they need to do is, normally what the Sentinel does is they try to catch someone first, catch one person before they push, because they do know that, you know, the opponent team has more stunners. But you do see at the bottom lane the creeps are just pushing. At the top lane, the Morphling is still farming, so they're gonna need to find a way to stop the Morphling.
Yeah, it's really hard to gank when you know the Scourge can just rotate themselves back up again. Now with all the tier 1 towers actually going down for LGD, it's going to be very hard, bar the mid one of course. It's going to be very hard for them to actually stop any real defense of the gank. So you got to keep your eyes open. They're going to try and make their own opportunities and wait for Ehome, do I dare say, to make a mistake. I don't think that's going to happen though. LGD have to make their play.
Well, the Morphling is still farming as usual, and in the middle lane there is 4 heroes. The Tinker, the VS, the V-Sage, and the RK are probably gonna try to want to take the middle tower. Well, you know what I would like to see? I don't want to see like them to farm up, but it would be really interesting to see when Alchemist has full items, how much damage he can deal, and the Darkseer to continue to see what he's trying to be up to.
Yeah, I'm hoping from now from Alchemist, it's good to be seen powered up, but Replicate will always come out. They need the damage to bring that down before it does any more troubles there for LGD. So yeah, sure, get Alchemist farmed up, but don't let that Replicate continue to actually make issues for them. Top lane being pushed ever so slightly here by Morphling as Alchemist just comes up, down goes the Acid Spray, is trying to slow down that approach on the top lane. Mid lane still being held out, Power Shot revealing the 4 heroes there for Ehome, ready to push out this middle lane. The double Goblin Wave, it is so hard to move up there, and then the Rocket Harassment from the side, waiting to actually have a go. Sven just running himself back very fast. Off goes a Shackle and hits 357. Only just niggled him. Vacuum goes up. More goes up. They're going to fight this one down in the middle of the wall. VS what goes up. They're still going through. There's Sven stun now on the back of the Wish Doctor trying to bring him down. Don't let him off. His restoration is still being in effect coming through. We do lose VS during this one, but Alchemist is fighting right in the middle of him right now. They claim 2 down on the Scourge side. Sven trying to fall back there. Gnarly was not enough to actually kill him, but they're going on the chase. He gets pulled in. That's 3 down for the Scourge. Ehome in a lot of trouble. LGD, they've just made the push of their life. Shackle on more. Shackle on more. He's not dead. Now he's dead. They bring him down. One for the Sentinel side.
That was just too much right in the back. I think he was trying to get to his Replicate, but he did. You know, the Windrunner actually did wait for a few minutes, wait for a few seconds before she actually pump up the Shackle. You do see the Tinker is going to try to push back the middle lane to prevent a level 2 tower from being taken down. Otherwise, they'll be in a lot of trouble. RK coming back into bottle. What happened just now was that VS tried to save the RK. That's why he swapped the RK up, follow up her missile stun. RK did try to get an AoE stun also.
See, that was LGD. I said they need to make their play. They made it beautifully too, and they forced a double buyback. That was beautiful work there by AAA, just denying that middle tower, the tier 2 going on down.
Oh my god. Hold on Defiance. Hold on Defiance on the Alchemist. He already has a divine item, you know, which is a Radiance. He's going to be so hard to take down. I mean, he has 1,400 life before he pops his ulti.
Yeah, it was a beautiful thing to see because that mass damage, and that was a big reason too, just like crippling everything around the area. What is really going to hurt the moment though is the fact we had to see a double buyback, one from Tinker, one from Sven. Sven actually getting that buyback coming through. He's now going to be very far behind. His Blink Dagger is going to take longer. He's not going to have that initiation going up there. Well, and of course you have that from Tinker as well. No Gwinsu, lower on the Shiva's Guard too, takes a lot longer.
Well, but the Morphling does have a really shiny item. He has the Eagle Horn on him, which means he's going to deal a lot of damage. He Replicate out straight away when they try to defend the level 1 tower. So, you know, looking at the Witch
goes out.
Here you come.
Familiar goes out.
Stun. One more stun there.
They know what they're doing. They've made to do a Roshan. The wall goes up. It actually vacuums Sven back in again, so he does actually have one weapon. Shackle goes up. Can they get it? Stun on Visage. He's up on the high ground at the moment. Tinker's coming back in again. Rockets firing off. In comes a restoration. They're almost trying to lock the in place. They gain Visage down. He goes down. They're still trying to pull him back, but only one hero down for the Scourge. Morphling very, very fast back out there. He has the Aegis Immortal. They'd like to actually kill him, but yeah, seriously.
I feel quite sad for him. He kind of got ditched.
It's hard.
I mean, the Morphling probably doesn't want to waste his AGs, which is why they didn't return to the engagement. They knew that the Vicious was the only one that got caught over here at the up slope, so nothing much they could have done. Looking at the Morphling item, like I said, he does have an Ehome. He has a Lincoln. He is going to do so much damage in engagement, but they have to follow up. His support heroes does have to follow up because his support hero is slightly under level and under farm right now.
Yeah, it was actually really, really cool. Actually, see what Morphling did then, waving him back in towards the middle, a little bit more farm, protect himself, let his teammate die, but still claim that Tier 1 tower. So now all Tier 1 towers down for all teams. Tier 2 tower, the only one down is that one in the middle lane for the Scourge as well. We'll see a very, very quick save game coming out right now.
I just want to talk a bit about the Witch Doctor item. Like, now Witch Doctor buys Earn all the time, but in the past, Witch Doctor always got Dagon because of the Melodic. So I guess it's a change of play because Witch Doctor used to never add heal, but now they always add heal and he has earned. So the game has really changed.
Yeah, it is really what makes Witch Doctor these days. Like
he's a rule doctor, right?
It was literally done for the first initially for a tri lane to actually keep them alive and just stacked up the restoration. It's just basically changed him around to a walking Shadow Priest, bouncing stun as well helps, and then of course he can drop his ulti at any point as well, and that does even more damage off the end of it too. So he is just one of those heroes which has evolved in the way of DOTA, and that's what happens with DOTA. The change logs come out, heroes get tweaked. Visage, unlike last year, he now has these familiars instead of actually using the Revenants, which he had last time, which were able to literally hold an entire lane by themselves. Now it's just 13 to 11, but actually interesting note here, Ehome, they're behind on the kill count again now. Now they've been ahead for such a long time. LGD back on top by 2.
Yeah, back on lane is Alchemist. He still has the same item. I know I keep looking at him. It's just that I keep asking myself, how rich can he get? What kind of items can he get before 40 minutes? I just want to see how he among other people can always farm more than everyone else. Of course, because he has the skill to get more money.
Now, for Alchemist, he's going to be Aura Central. So look for Mygo Shivas, more than likely a Soul Cuirass early on, especially with the extra damage that he actually does pump out. You'll want to come that off here. TP going towards the top lane. Tinker's there right now. Rocket's going off. The support's coming through. Morphling over the top. The Ethereal Blade's actually out now. They're trying to bring him down. Chemical Rage is allowing him to retreat at the moment. Will he escape? Yes, he will. He is right back there to MSJ. He's very, very hard to kill. Tinker now falling back. He wants to go back in again. The Replica was actually doing the damage there from Morphling, and he will be okay.
You know what that shows from the engagement? That means Alchemist is going to be super confident in any situation because he knows that not much damage is going to be done on him because HOD does, give a 30% magic resistance and he has so much life. He does have the Sacred Relic. He is going to damage and also, be able to protect himself in an engagement.
Actually, just watching a couple of items flying out right now. We know who they're actually heading for at the moment.
Looking at the items and thinking to myself.
You got to love the crow. You can see what's coming before it comes, and it's just like, oh my god. But none of the players actually know this one, so we won't say a single thing. But everyone on the live stream,
we won't say a single thing.
You can see what is currently being completed right now.
Yeah, Tinker, but Ethereal Blade on the Morphling was already exposed, so we can talk about Ethereal Blade being the choice item. Lincoln and Ethereal Blade standard build for the Morphling. He is away from the top lane when he was farming there before. He's still gonna continue to farm, get his items up, possibly see another Ehome.
Yeah, it is actually, I'm really loving exactly where he can actually go from here. Instantly as he continues to actually buy items up here as much as he can. But also items coming out from a lot of the other players right now. Like you check out Alchemist, he actually had that performance in the middle lane with the hood as well as the Radiance coming off from him. Darkseer, he completes even more items. You gotta love it. I really want these guys to actually move into the lane so we can actually finally discuss these things out loud at the moment. Auckland Levellands is actually coming up from win.